Good morning and welcome to the London live session. This is your host Connor Abrams, and I just want to let you know that it is a good day to have a good day. Felt generous last night, gave away 150 pips to anyone who joined the stream for FOMC. Caught this lovely move up, secured profit somewhere on this wick here for about 150 pips. So let's get into the analysis for today. Firstly, I want to refer back to what happened for the previous FOMC and interest rates raise, whatever. So this was the move up last time. So basically, we stuck with that same idea for interest rates this time, right? So last night, the 4-hour candle was setting up for a sell basically, and tried to capitalize on the initial move down with the raise of interest rates at 8, but ended up closing the trade in a little bit of a loss and waited for price to begin moving up, because what happened last time was with the press conference and how they were speaking about inflation, you saw price rocket up. Now, that was for yesterday. So let's refer to what happened last time and see what we can do, see if we can learn anything for this time around. So as you can see, last time this move was basically corrected the following day. Looks like the move was corrected in New York session only, and in London we did have a little bit of a move down, but we kind of ranged before pushing down in New York. So let's see. I am seeing somewhat of an opportunity here to get involved in a sell. I'll show you right now. Okay, so we've got the support right here on a 30-minute, and straight off the bat you can see we've got clean traffic moving back down. We can correct some of this move from yesterday. Possibly be pushing into 1823, maybe even back down to 1818. So we'll just have to see. Obviously we need that closure below 1830, the support right here. Let's just zoom out a little bit and take a look. So the daily candle yesterday was very, very bullish, alright? But where's this? At the same time, we have this daily resistance over here, alright, which we've tapped into last night. Now, if we had closed above this level at 1837, then I would be a little bit more confident for price to drive up here. But at this point in time, I'm going to be quite eager to hop in on those sells if they present themselves to correct some of this move from yesterday. So we can adjust this level now to our current resistance here on the 30-minute. Alright, so price is currently ranging between 1835 and 1830. Now we need a breakout of that range to be able to execute on anything here. If we do break above 1835, we could possibly see price move to 1840. As you can see, we've got nice clean traffic moving back up to that resistance once we break above 1835. And if we manage to break 1840, you've still got a lot of clean traffic up here. And keep in mind, even though your daily candle is closing below this resistance here, we tapped into a major level of support and we are actually in a range. Alright. So just that idea could justify price moving further back up to about 1870. But we'll just have to see where price is closing above or below this range here. Your weekly candle is still open and we have tapped into support, but of course right now this looks really bearish. The only thing is, like I say, the daily candle closed very strong bullish, so yeah, we really just have to wait and see and wait for a confirmation here on the lower time frames. Four-hour candle also closed bearish, and your new 4-hour has wicked up. So let's see if we get a closure below support here. Okay, so I'd say price is setting up quite nicely for us to correct some of this move yesterday. The way we are in this tight little range here, closure below this level in a time of volume, you could definitely see us basically mirror this candle from FOMC. So in terms of news, today we do have GBP interest rates later in the day at 1 p.m. So going to stay away from GBPJPY today because things could just get pretty slow while we wait for that news. 4-hour, looks like it's setting up to maybe drive down here, but you probably will just see volume die down leading up to the news for GBP. And your daily candle is actually looking quite bullish, so if anything, maybe we drive down into the support. Let's see, what is the... Yeah, looking to raise interest rates. But I think this is a... Let's see here. Yeah, they'll have a meeting as well. And I'm sure in that meeting they'll also talk about inflation. So you could see a very similar thing happen on GJ, where GBP basically continues to move down here. It's just a little bit funky since your daily candle is looking so bullish. Technically, I mean, I would think maybe price drive down into the daily support here and then would push up, but you really just have to see about the news, so no point in even touching GJ this morning. Just going to focus on gold, and right now we just have to wait. So thank you for joining the stream this morning. always appreciate it. Please leave a like on the video if you want to catch some perps today. So like I say, we learned from the last FOMC event. I streamed the last FOMC and interest rates and didn't take any trades, but I saw price move up basically from that meeting and took advantage of that today or yesterday, last night. So where was it? I think this was it. Yeah. So we had that move up. And now learning from what happened here, we want to take advantage of this correction today. But the way we're sitting on the daily time frame, maybe we don't get that correction. May even just have to wait for 9 o'clock here. Been taking a couple trades before 9 o'clock over the last week or two, and they haven't been working out as planned. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But I really want to just wait for volume to show itself before getting involved in anything here. I'd love to have a sell stop on the break of the previous 4-hour low, but you know, we have to be patient here. Have to see a closure below this support. If we were in London session already, then I would maybe consider placing that sell stop. But right now, you know, I don't know if we have enough volume, if we get triggered in there to continue driving down. Previous hourly was bullish on the support. So that support seems quite strong. I'm going to need a closure below this range. If there were volume, like I say, and we broke these lows here, you could see price push down, but as of right now, volume is quite light. So we just have to wait. Seems like Bitcoin had a similar move to gold last night. Also pushed up here. I'm sure I broke down gold, I mean Bitcoin the other day and said we would push into, 19,000, possibly all the way down to 12,000 here. Just about tapped that target at 19, tapped into about 20,000 here. It's a shame I don't trade Bitcoin. Traded it a couple times, had some nice movement on it, but the day I said I would never trade Bitcoin again, uh, I was in a trade, and let's see here. So the trade was running, and it was about $2,000 up. So in perps, let's see, let's say 40,000 to 42. So what's that? 2,000 pips. And anyway, so I had stops at break even. I closed out some of my position, and I left it. I thought there's no ways in the next couple hours this thing will come back and hit break even. I left it. Anyway, within maybe 15 minutes, I get a notification, stop loss hit. So I go and look, I think, like, no ways, surely not. A 1 minute candle, a single 1 minute candle dipped about 4,000 pips, and I got taken out, not just at my stop loss, but about 2,000 pips below. And at that point, I said, okay, I'm never trading Bitcoin again. It's just, I don't want to say too volatile, but you get those times where there's just these ridiculous sparks, and it's like every time you enter a trade on Bitcoin, it's so risky. It's so risky. You can get some nice returns, but if you're using leverage and let's say you enter your trade and price just decides to drop 5,000 pips all of a sudden, I mean, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna really hurt. And there's nothing you can do about it. Not a stop loss can save you. Nothing. So, be careful trading Bitcoin. I don't know what caused it. There was no news that day or anything. So, it was quite strange. It was at such a random time. Nothing was opening, nothing was closing, there was no news. $500 pip, 1 minute candle. And that's nothing. Thousand pips in like 5 minutes? No thank you. No thank you. Got about 10 minutes until our 30-minute candle closes. We've just broken the low of the previous 15. We do have a resistance up here on the 15 minutes, which we are rejecting. So it looks like we may start moving down to below this support. no impulse entries, just going to wait for the candle to close. Good morning if you are just joining the stream. Right now it looks like we will have to wait for London Open. We are pretty much just not moving at all. So we just have to be patient. Okay, I don't normally use a fib. I just wanted to see how far we had retraced because I'm anticipating a correction here of this move. But looking at what's already happened here, we've basically retraced about 50% of this move already. So maybe we don't get that correction today. Maybe we get the continuation. Your daily candle is very bullish on a support here. So it's not really going to change anything. The plan remains the same. Whether we break above resistance or break below, that's what we will be waiting for. Look at this. We're moving down, broke the low of the previous 30, or not quite. Waiting for 9 o'clock here. I don't know what's up with my ruler. Got about 60 pips moving down to your next support. Looks like volume has picked up. I mean, we are 2 minutes into this 15-minute candle, or 30-minute candle, and we are breaking some lows here, moving down to support. We've now broken the previous hourly low. Itching to place a sell stop there, but I'm going to be patient. I'm going to wait for the candle to close. Got 30 minutes here, and I know it will be the best thing to do. The Wi-Fi seems to be funky on my phone here, so if there's an issue, just send a message there in the chat. The stream seems to be fine for me. So we tapped into support, pushed up a little bit here. Looks like we're pushing back down. You really could possibly see this drive down before London. If it does, then there's nothing for me here. This is the only trade I want to take today. Not looking at GJ. So need to be patient. I want to see a closure below the support. 15-minute looks quite clean. I think we're going to see a lot of volume once we break out of this range, but we could see some volatility at London Open. So what I'm expecting is for price to close below support on an hourly and then wick up. Then we'll have sell stops on the break of the low of this hour that closes. Here you go. There's that volume. So we're about to close on a 15-minute. There's definitely some volume in the market right now. So if we close like this on the 15 and we wick back up, we'll have entries on the break of the low here. I wanted to wait for the hourly, but the way price is moving right now, looks like we'll just continue to drive down. So if we get this 15-minute closure out here, that'll be fine as well. Only reason being is that the volume is clearly present at this point. Looking to probably have stops above the previous 15-minute candle here. Driving down quite heavy. Yeah, I'm not too sure at this point. Pushed down quite a bit. So I actually just want to wait at this point. Unless we pull back a little bit further. Got 15 seconds. Right. So we've closed below support. I want to see a wick up here. If we don't, then I'll be waiting for the hourly close. Otherwise, price will just move down here and I'll miss the trade. Okay, looking good. If we can tap into 1830 500, I'm gonna have sell stops on the break of this current candle low. Alright. Looking good. Gonna have a sell stop on the break of the current candle low at 1828.650. Ooh, moving down here quickly. Okay. Just manually executed right there. Stop loss above the previous 15 minute at 32,250. Sharp ghost trader. And when I don't, what are you gonna do? If you didn't catch 150 pips last night, please don't even talk to me. Hey, you. Yes. Okay. And I waited for my setup, so. Please don't leave the stream, ghost trader. You're about to see some fire here. Brother, do you have any idea how the market works? Please, 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 do your homework. I can't believe I actually have to go back and show you this. But when price moves up impulsively from news, 9 times out of 10, that move gets corrected. This was the previous FOMC event. This was the next day. Ghost Trader, I hope you haven't left, bud. Two minutes until your hourly candle closes here. If we close below support here and we got this bottom wick, we should fill this wick with momentum and should basically fill this range here to the left. We've got no top wick on this current candle, so you can expect to see price pull back a little bit further here. Create that top wick. Well, you never know, you might not. If we begin to push down here with no top wick, I'm going to manage this trade quite aggressively. Okay, let's see it. Looks like we've broken those lows. Going to secure half at 10 pips. Right on this level here. 1827, 850. Alright, securing half right here at 12 pips. And stops are going to be at break even. So, Ghost Trader, I'm going to let you comment on my stream again. so that you can come and say sorry. Because regardless of what happens now, I've walked away with a win today. That is not trading, brother. Okay. Please, go trade your smart money concept and be confused for the rest of your life. You're probably depressed. Okay, then what is trading? What is trading? Securing 150 pips on a buy last night. Is that trading? I don't know, dude. You whack. Dude, just subscribe to the channel and you'll learn how to trade. Don't worry. I know you have depression. Ghost Trader, I don't do this for people like you. In fact, this industry does not need people like you. You are the kind of person who ruins this industry for everybody else. I do this for people who want to learn. And you clearly know everything. So I'm so happy for you, brother. You know what I say about trading? If you think that you are clever, you are less likely to succeed than if you know you're stupid. So yeah, we could very well still see price correct some of this move yesterday from FOMC. But that's me done for the day. This candle with no top wick here is an issue. So potentially, if we don't pull back up and form that top wick and we close something like this, you could see the next candle wick up here possibly, and then continue down. But in order to be taking buys here, you need a break above 1835. How can you lose at break even? It's not a loss if it's break even, it's break even. And in fact, it's a win because I secured 10 pips. It is a great day. I followed my plan. Thank you, Aman. Appreciate it. Actions. Put user in timeout. Yeah, Ghost Trader, you need a timeout. You see, the thing is, the market is a place of uncertainty. No one really knows which way direction price is going to move. Or as a retail trader, you just simply do not know. You develop a strategy where you have an edge, and over the long run, that edge will play out. And if you have a winning formula, through enough trades, you will be profitable if you are following your plan. So this was a very high probability trade. With this candle opening with no top wick, I feel like the probability of it playing out went down. But, we could still very well drive down here. I've just secured 10 pips to be safe. Alright, had a nice win last night, so risked a little bit of the profit there. Made a little bit more. Why stress? I planned the trade early this morning. Had a closure below the range, and price started to move down. Simple as that. Don't be disheartened by what anyone else is doing. You got to focus on yourself. Well done, Ian. Yeah, that is a good one. I entered before this candle opened. Still a little bit tricky. If you were wanting to enter on this candle, you would have wanted to see a top wick here. If you did get involved, I hope you have stopped at break even right now, but things are looking good. You have a new 15-minute candle here. We've formed a little bit of a top wick and we're starting to drive down. Ghost Trader's probably in a bar somewhere from this range. Probably took a trade in this no trade range. And he's probably sitting in heavy drawdown right now. Maybe he's just taking his anger out on us here on the stream. I'm already out, but you should probably see this move play out. Ghost Trader, where are you from? What is your name? Ndumiso. Actually, I don't really care. I'm out of the position. Poor mentality. You probably live in a shack. Well, you probably will after you blow your account taking bars on gold right now. Dude, how are you not quiet? Anyway, guys, one and done. That's the stream for today. Thank you so much for joining. Please leave a like and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Caught an amazing move yesterday on gold here. This move up for FOMC. Subscribe so you don't miss the next FOMC event. I probably will be streaming again for FOMC next time around. 150 pips last night, 10 pips today. been a pretty good week so far. So cheers guys.